For those of you at home watching us on Facebook Live, welcome. Hopefully this will be the last time we have to have one of these in the afternoon, do it virtually, although we think we'll probably keep doing them on Facebook Live just for fun for those people that are at home forever. But we're hoping that after the next beautiful exhibit we're going to have is the Charlotte County Schools, and they're going to rent a tent and do a lot of things outside, and then we'll have water everywhere. And so we're hoping that by water everywhere we'll feel comfortable enough in May to host a reception. If not, we'll just do one more of these, and then we'll begin them again live in September. So one way or the other, we're ready to go. We're ready to get rid of COVID, just like the rest of you, and start afresh and start new. Yeah, I'll applaud that. Yeah. For those of you who may not know, I'm Janet Watermeyer. I'm the executive director of this beautiful facility, this gorgeous Visual Arts Center, and we are so excited to be able to honor those in this exhibit. I mean, this is truly an amazing exhibit. But anybody who is even in it, you really, really have done a fabulous job, because there were a lot of entries that didn't make it into this. And it's the first time that we have upped the awards, and we did that for a couple of reasons. One, we wanted to see if we could attract more artists and artists from around the region. And we also thought that everybody needed an uplift from COVID, and so this was going to be one of our ways to do that. So the first thing I want to do is I always start everything we do with a thank you to those who help keep us in business, and this has been particularly important over the last year. If you can do business with anybody, think about doing business with these folks, because they support your community year in and year out with donations and help make us whole as we go through each and every year. The other people we always want to thank, and you know who you are if you're out there, those are the volunteers. The Visual Arts Center runs on volunteer power. Without it, we couldn't keep our doors open, and we have some fabulous ones. But particularly today, there is a team that comes in and does receiving and hanging, and our Visual Arts Center board members that work every day. So if you wouldn't mind joining me in a round of applause for those folks. I sure hope you have plans for this weekend and that it's going to be at Lashley Park, because this weekend we are hosting the Peace River National Art Festival. I think there are approximately 60 artists from around the country that will be there, and then we have a few from right here at home. We're going to be featuring Katie Esser and Hope Krosky as our featured artists, both our 2D and our 3D artists. If you can't make it and you want one of our t-shirts, we have t-shirts for sale, $20, with all proceeds going to the Visual Arts Center. They're right out front, but you'll also be able to buy them on that day. And if you don't feel like standing in line, not that we hope there's a line, there may not be a line, but if you don't feel like standing in line and you want to get your ticket prepaid, it's $5 donation to the Visual Arts Center, and you can do it online and just bring your receipt with you, and you can walk right past the lines and right in and get going. So hope to see you this weekend at Lashley Park. We have an upcoming workshop in April, and it is 3D clay sculpture with Nancy Andrea. Nancy was a student here at the Visual Arts Center and went off on her own and creates beautiful sculptures. And several of the pottery students have said, oh gosh, I'd like to learn that. So if you want to join them, you know when it is, and we would be glad to have you. We're still doing some online classes and online workshops. And Marky, who's here today, is doing a wine and art evening social online, where they're going to be painting these beautiful water lilies. When you register for it, it's $40. We suggest you have a party at home. Open a bottle of wine, bring a couple of friends, people that have already been vaccinated, get them all together. And somebody makes a trip to the VAC to pick up your kit, because you get a kit with all of your acrylic paints and your canvas and everything you're going to need. And then you go home, you turn on your big screen TV, and join Marky with her glass of wine in the classroom as she takes you through this painting in 2 hours. And it's amazing. I have no talent, and even I can do her classes. I just absolutely love them. They're so much fun. If you look at this, this is our first juried show in a long time. It was both juried and judged, and there were 161 entries from 80 artists, and 118 entries from 69 artists were accepted. We're going to give away 7 merit awards. So we always give away 5 awards, right? So that's a little bit more than 5. Well, our judge, we thought she was going to be here all day because she couldn't make that last decision between three of them. So we said, okay, we're going to give a couple of extra merits. So that's what you're going to see today, a couple of extra merits. The judge is Nancy Rose. And Nancy Rose, as a young child, she was born into a family of artists, so she was always painting. She says she really started with her watercolors and crayons at age 5, but by 11 she was taking formal training, and she began, she currently has Nancy Rose Studios. She's featured at the Artists on Main Street in Sarasota and Artiscape Gallery in Venice. She's an award-winning artist in Who's Who of American Art, lots of different awards. She's the British Museum of American Art, the Connecticut Watercolor Society, and locally our Sarasota Women Contemporary Artists. So we have somebody very talented, and she truly enjoyed this show. And she, basically her comment on the overall show, what a stunning show. I admired the use of color and great composition. The variety of subject, material, and stories really caught my eye. It was hard to reject anyone. You are all so talented. So she enjoyed it, and we enjoyed having her, and she said it was extremely difficult. And I will tell you that some of my favorites didn't make it in. You just never know, never know. All right, are you ready to start getting some awards? Yay, we're ready for awards. All right, we're going to start with the merits, and we're going to work up to first place. So, first merit is by Susan Bunce-Ritter, Footloose. The judge's comment, I love the color, the more impressionistic way of color focal point, very nicely done. Is Susan here? She is not. Okay, well, Susan, we hope you're at home watching, and congratulations. Let's go on to the next one. Spring Celebration by Pamela Wilson. Congratulations, Pam. Yay! The judge's comments, I love the colors and shapes as well as the path for the eye to follow. So if you will come up, Jill's going to hand you a ribbon, which you just get to hold. And stand next to your painting so everybody can see you and your painting together. Yeah? We can do it after. We'll get you some pictures. So anybody take pictures that you want. And then we will call you back up afterwards, and you can hang on to that if you want, and then you'll put it back up with you. Okay. Next one is Night Dancing by Barbara Albin. Barbara, congratulations. The judge's comments, bold. I love the boldness, the interaction of the stems. It just jumps and dances. What a pop of color. Absolutely gorgeous, Barbara. Congratulations. Our watercolor merit, Morning Touch-Up by Kathy Simon McDonald. Is Kathy here? Okay. Judge's comments, what a beautiful watercolor. The shadows, values, color, and story. I admire the technique and story. Excellently done. Hope you're watching, Kathy. Congratulations. Merit, Acrylic, A Boy with His Cat by Karen Stiglitz. Is Karen here? Okay. Well, Karen, we hope you're watching. Congratulations. The judge's comments, this is a great impressionistic portrait. Each line speaks volumes. The simplicity of this portrait really touched me. So loose with such a story. Congratulations, Karen. Our photography merit goes to Mike Fortier for The Drummer. Is Mike here? Don't see him? Okay. Judge's comments, great composition and focal point. It's more than a photograph, very artistically created, brilliant. The lighting on the face really speaks. Mike, hope you're at home watching. Congratulations. It's absolutely a phenomenal photograph. Congrats. Merit for Sculpture, Spiral of Life by Joel Schapsis. The judge's comment, what beautiful shapes. The colors are also amazing. I appreciate the artistic eye as well as the craftsmanship of this piece. It's out of alabaster. Is Joel here? Okay, congratulations, Joel. Bowles Award of Excellence goes to Vicky Bundy for Mari et 4. And there's some money along with this. You know, the Bowles Award comes from Suzanne Bowles, who left $40,000 in the endowment trust. It grows interest, and we get to use the interest off of that fund for anything portrait. Portrait awards, portrait clinics, what have you. So she admires excellence in portraits and wanted to promote it. Is Vicky here? There, come on up, Vicky, and get your ribbon. Absolutely beautiful. Stand next to your portrait so we can catch you together and everybody can see you with your beautiful piece of artwork. Congratulations. Our third place winner, Entering the Haunted Theater by Donald White. The drama, use of color, hidden figures are gorgeous. It's a powerful piece, which I saw and said, wow. Is Donald here? Yeah, there he is. Congratulations, Donald. Go stand next to your piece so we can capture it. And everybody at home can see you and your piece. Beautifully done with oil. And now on to second place. And a check for $250. Sacred Land by Marky Raposa. Congratulations, Marky. The shapes, the texture, the composition really speak to me. It's so unique in material and its story. Now, Marky, next season, right, Marky is going to do a workshop in caustics, aren't you? Yeah, so in addition to her wonderful Evening Art Socials, Wine and Art Socials, she's going to teach this. So if you want to learn from Marky, watch for it and sign up when we're ready. Congratulations, Marky. And now for our first place winner. I Never Sang for My Father by Ron Gallo. A beautiful, Ron? First place, $1,000. Judges' comments, a beautifully done, heartfelt piece. I love the composition, use of color, but most of all, I love this story. So stand with your piece. Okay. All right, so let me ask the question of you winners. The fact that we upped the prize money from $500 to $1,000, did that make a difference in whether or not you wanted to participate? If it did, raise your hand for me. We're trying to figure out whether we need to do that. Yay, you like that, huh? Okay. We're thinking of doing that for all of our judged and juried shows. We think that they are very special, and you plan for those for a long time. So that's where we're headed there. So just kind of to wrap up, while Kim is getting the champagne going over here, because we want to toast all of you winners, New Beginnings right now runs until April 13th. Please come pick up your artwork on the 14th or 15th. After that, it's followed by the Charlotte County Public Schools. They take over the VAC for almost a month. The middle and high schools are 417 to 422, followed by the elementary schools. Elementary is kind of fun because all the art students in all the elementary schools get to have their artwork hanging. We have about 800 people usually on a good year come through the VAC, mostly parents and grandparents. But this year we're going to do it out under a tent. But the next one you need to put on your calendars is Water, Water Everywhere. That's one of our favorite exhibits. It's so Florida. And the receiving is going to be May 3rd and 4th. So if you don't have something in your repertoire, you better get to work on something that fits that. That is a themed show. And in Golf Gallery right now, if you haven't wandered down, you should. It's a beautiful exhibit. It's underwater fantasy with glass artist Janie Duke, clay artist Jan Pronko, and watercolor artist Joanne Stramara. And as you walk down between here and there, you'll see our own Jill Lindsay on the wall in Rebecca Hall. Now, tomorrow when you get up, if we are on the ball, and if not, Saturday, we have Peace River, so hopefully we're on top of things on time. Forgive us if we miss it by a day. But you need to visit us online, and this exhibit will be online. And you'll be able to walk through the Visual Arts Center, to see your painting on the wall. Somebody could buy it online. But if you have friends and families, you want to send them the link. In addition, this award ceremony will be right underneath it. You can click it and watch for it. And with COVID, we started something new that we think we love, and we're going to continue. There's an Artist of the Day. So watch every day on Facebook, because your name may pop up for the day, and we will feature you and your paintings for that day on Facebook. And we'll do 1 to 3, depending on how many we have to get through in order to do them all in the 30 days that this beautiful exhibit is up. And with that, does everybody have their champagne except me? Oh, I'm getting mine. All right. Well, here is to our winners. Congratulations. It's beautiful. You need some champagne. Yeah, you missed. Kim? Jill needs some champagne. Those of you that won awards, you just got your ribbon. The ribbon needs to go hang next to your painting. We didn't want you to take the time to do that and drop it or what have you, because we've seen in the past that it gets awkward. There's also an envelope up here. Some of you have a form on the back of that envelope. It's a W-9. Would you please fill that out? You do not, Marky. Would you please fill that out before you leave the back today? Just see Jill, and she'll make sure that gets done. With that, I really thank you. It's been wonderful, and just enjoy the rest of the afternoon.